There's a lot of quotable movies out there. Well, we just all read the same article where they go through the most quotable movies of like the last 20 years. And it covers everything from Spinal Tap to Princess Bride all the way up to Bridesmaids. So what is the most quotable movie? Do you know any of these quotes? Give us your thoughts, 5 words or less.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. You gonna eat your cornbread?
Debo tell me to shut up. I still be talking.
Scotch. I love scotch.
Yum, yum, yum.
Wait,
in my belly.
Our movie quotes were us. Like that was just
Really?
That told us a lot.
You're a Mean Girls person?
I mean,
and I'm the mean guy in prison on Life.
So what was that movie that you
Life
mentioned?
with Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy?
And Eddie Murphy,
2000,
yeah.
yeah.
What was it called?
Life.
Life. Okay, I thought you said okay.
Black
that makes-
cinema.
I
I
remember
knew it was
it.
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, but it was this guy
It's
in
not-
the jail
I knew
who
it's
like
his
used
movie,
to like
yeah.
kind of like scare them out of their cornbread.
Did they have like aging prosthetics in that movie?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember the commercials.
2000.
For that.
I remember the Casey and JoJo had a song off of there called Life as well. Clueless. Classic. And have you seen Clueless yet?
one of my favorites.
Oh,
What?
Darren's never seen Clueless.
Darren hasn't seen
Okay.
Clueless, yeah.
But Clueless, for me, I saw that movie 12 times, summer of '95 in New Orleans. I would do my chores, catch a bus to go watch at the Plaza, which is destroyed after Katrina. But Clueless shaped my
Katrina
generation.
did not like that you saw the movie there so much. It just ruined the entire multiplex because of you.
Because of me, because I was saying as if I totally paused. I'm outie. You're a virgin who can't drive.
Rolling with the homie.
So what's interesting is my favorite quote from Clueless wasn't actually on this list. It was, what's that address? Says who? Calvin Klein. Like I love that.
Or D, wait. D, you're a virgin? Whoa. My man is satisfied. But technically, I am a virgin. Best movie ever.
No, it was one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. Being from here, the best line in that is like everything in LA takes 20 minutes.
It's in the valley. It takes just as long to get there.
It does. I remember from the Tampa exit to my house, it was always 20 minutes. But always.
There's something to be said though about movies permeating pop culture, and furthermore, movies and just celebrities and sings in general. Because I mean, not to bring up Beyonce, hi Beehive, but Flawless. When her eponymous album came out in 2013, so many things from that album were now thrust into the vernacular of pop culture. And I think movies that in addition to the power they have to transport us to different places, it's that nostalgia factor as well. Because every time I watch, I don't know, one of my favorite movies is Clueless. It takes me back to a time in my life that I wish I was a cool kid, that I wanted to be Murray, that I wanted to be Sean, you know? So, I don't know, this is really weird.
Do you know what else I think I quoted a lot? The Ladies' Man.
Ladies man. Ooh, lady.
What's that, the lady sandwich?
Tim Meadows had a character on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
He would just take calls. He'd be like, "Oh, a lady." And he would take calls about like ways that you should have sex with women. Yeah, break out some Cavassier.
Do you
got
ever
a movie
quote
out of
movies from like, so we quote a lot of comedies though, but do you ever quote like dramas?
I regularly quote horror movies.
Okay, like what?
Like Hellraiser, any Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, come on.
You got an audible groan out of Amir. Amir's like, God,
Listen,
Grace.
I've been on a Hellraiser kick recently, and I don't care if you don't like that about me. I love this franchise because it is so weird and bad.
It was the one
and
with the
whenever I
thing.
invite people over to my house, because now we have 2 wild beasts in there, I like to say, we have such sights to show you when I open the door. Because the dogs are crazy.
What percentage of people know what the hell you're
one
talking
does.
about?
And I will say that the ratio of people that has asked to come over since I started doing that is not good.
down.
It's gone swiftly down.
So my wife would always, like everything was an Office quote, because what she does is when she finishes watching every episode of The Office, she just goes right back to the beginning of it.
Best, oh my, it's like it has changed my life.
The Office?
I've never laughed so hard.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
But the thing is, like, there's these moments, like we'd all hang out, and at the beginning, it was me and her, and I didn't get them, and I didn't like it because I was angry that John Krasinski was so popular, and we looked similar. But at the time, I had really longer hair.
Yeah.
Amir is on fire today with the side.
I was bitterly jealous of John Krasinski for the longest time. Anyways, I just didn't want to watch it, but I did, and I love it. And now I get all the references, and Idarola gets all the references. And I remember when we all started first hanging out with like his current girlfriend, I was like, are there too many Office references happening now? Are we alienating the hell out of people?
They need to get in it.
You're just curating the friends that you want to have. Brooke does it on Facebook. You just do it in real life.
Get out of here.
If you don't know these Office references, you're cut.
But
go ahead. You.
Also, in addition to quoting movies, though, but sayings from movies and terminology from movies, because like I don't know if you guys have ever seen a documentary called Paris is Burning, but
it's the best documentary that has ever existed.
But shade and tea and all these things that are commonplace in conversation, like, oh, Brooke is so shady. She's more shady than Ray-Ban, or shade. Just it comes from a lot of these. People don't know the origins of where these things come from.
I learned to actually do my makeup from Paris.
Why are you gagging so? She brings it to you every bowl.
Opulence. You're so opulent right now.
Yeah.
Read. That's where we learned what a read was.
You got read for filth.
So what makes a good movie quote? Like, why do some make it into our parlance and others don't?
The delivery.
Is that it?
For me, the delivery, because.
So why does nobody quote Pootie Tang?
Well, who saw Pootie Tang though?
Enough people.
I know that Louis C.K. directed it.
Oh, never mind.
So you're not allowed to quote it anymore. So now everyone has an out.
No, it's delivery. It's got to be delivery. I was looking through the list, and one of the things that they had was from Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own, and that moment of him like, "There's no crying in baseball." Like it's such a crazy Tom Hanks
You want the
moment.
truth? You can't handle the truth.
It's these sort of over the top, wild moments that an actor just nails, and maybe it's a little bit out of character even for that character.
I just remember watching Anchorman. And the first time, because all my friends had seen it and they're like, this movie's so funny. And I just never got around to seeing it for like an extra year. And I saw it and I just remember looking at it going, this is unfair how intensely funny it is and how dense it is with just amazing lines. And a lot of those were made up on the spot.
But they're used so often that I forget that they came from Anchorman.
That's the thing, is at a certain point, you forget the origin of all that stuff.
Do you guys have a part of a movie that just gets you going? Like whenever I watch Waiting to Exhale when she burns. So good, always gets my life together.
My friend used to watch Braveheart before he went out every night, just to like get going.
Yeah.
He was like, just put on Braveheart in the background.
Is it like 3 hours long?
It's a really long movie, I don't know. I guess he never gets to the part where the guy gets disemboweled. But what movie do you quote the most?
Man, what movie do I quote the most?
Is it Mean Girls? I already asked you, you did Hellraiser.
Yeah,
moving on.
Probably Hellraiser, Mean Girls.
Oh my God, this is terrible, but like A Time to Kill and Precious. It was like a thing in the newsroom that I worked in. There were
Precious, bro.
There were like
That's amazing.
What part of Precious do you quote?
My God. Well, guys, if you don't come back, yes, you deserve to die, and I hope you burn in hell.
That is what we used to say all the time.